raging outside. But then came something else. A sound so soft it made her blood run cold. Someone whispered her name. Not once, but twice. Eliza, Eliza. It was not Adrian's voice. It was low, drawn out, and chillingly familiar, curling through the darkness like a ghost from her past. She froze, her breath caught in her throat, every muscle in her body screaming at her to move. Yet she sat paralyzed in terror. The lights surged back on for just a flicker, long enough for her to see him. Marcus stood at the far end of the hallway, his face half shadowed but unmistakable. His smile was unnerving, wide and deliberate, and in his hand gleamed the scalpel she had received in that dreadful package. For a split second their eyes locked, and Eliza felt as though the floor had vanished beneath her. Then, as quickly as the light had come, it died again, plunging the house into suffocating darkness. Her scream caught in her throat as footsteps echoed across the floorboards. Slow, deliberate, drawing closer. She stumbled toward the corner, her shaking hands feeling for anything she could use as a weapon. The storm outside masked much of the noise, but the sound of muddy footsteps dragging across their polished floor was unmistakable. They weren't Adrian's steps, they were heavier, uneven, as if meant to taunt her with every echo. Somewhere in the dark, Marcus was moving closer, savoring her fear. When Adrian finally returned, flashlight in hand, the hallway was empty. The muddy footprints stretched across the floor, stopping just beneath the staircase. Eliza's wide, tear-filled eyes told him everything. She had seen Marcus, and Marcus had seen her. Adrian wanted to believe she had imagined it, that her mind was twisting shadows into monsters. But the footprints told the truth. Someone had been there. Someone had entered their home despite the storm, despite the locks, despite everything. And he had left them a message far clearer than words. He could walk in whenever he pleased. The police were finally called, though both Adrian and Eliza knew how fragile their story sounded. Officers arrived, shining their flashlights across the muddied hallway, taking photos of the prints that seemed to begin and end inside the house. They searched every room, every closet, even the attic, but no intruder was found. It was as though Marcus had melted into the very walls.